Hello everybody, my name's Evan, and today I'm doing a review on an e-liquid flavoring from Totallywicked.com. Alright, let's get started. Now, to conduct this video, I'll be using a standard Joey Ego battery, which is a 3.7 volts. It has been freshly charged about, 15 minutes ago. I've used it a couple times since then. That should not affect it. I just recently purchased this cone here. If you watch my other videos, you'll notice that it's not there. But it does not in any way affect the vapor production, nor the flavor. Also, I will be using a Darlin drip tip, which came with these clear misers. And I have a review on these clear misers, if you're interested in them. And the clear miser itself is a 2.4 to 2.6 ohms, I believe. So it's about the same as a standard atomizer. So I'll give you a little understanding of what's being used here. Alright, let's get started. Here is the bottle it comes in. It's what it looks like. Probably can't read that because it's mirrored, but I'll read it out for you. It's got a child-proof cap on it. So once it's on, you can turn and turn and turn and turn. And it won't come off. Oop, should probably keep reading that. But nevertheless, keep it out of reach of children, regardless of the cap. Alright, so what it says is Pillbox 38. And then you got the Mr. Wicked sign there. It says Totally Wicked. Titan Tornado Fluid, the world's premier e-liquid, approximately 20 mils and high 18 milligram strength. And right here, right there, it says Cappuccino. And on the back you have warning and all that stuff. We're not going to go into that. All bottles are pretty much the same warning wise, as well as the website. So if you're curious about that, just ask or read another bottle. Basically, keep it out of reach of children, and in its raw form it's classified as poison. Yada yada yada, all that stuff. So if you get some money, just wipe it off. But we're not going to go into that too much. So in this video, not only will I be describing what the flavor tastes like, I'll be showing you what the vapor production is, as well as wearing the hat forward. Just kind of change things up a bit. If you have an opinion on if you like it forward or backwards, let me know. We're going to go forward, just switch things up. Also, if you might notice, it's almost empty. Because I first started using this when I got these clear misers. This was almost a month ago. It takes me about, I don't know, give or take a month for 20 mils. But, yeah, let's get started. So as you can see, as far as vapor-wise goes, it's pretty typical. Nothing wrong with that. It's definitely, I don't know, satisfying. Nothing wrong with it. One thing I'd like to point out, in case I forget at the end of the video, is if you have a clear miser that doesn't want to wick right, or if you got a 75 VG and 25 PG, what you do is you take your fingers like this and make them seal around the end, and you kind of suck in, and that kind of pulls it down into the heating coil. Just like that. A couple bubbles will float up, flick it a couple times. That's just a little hint, or a little pointer in case you have one that doesn't want to wick right, because sometimes just the clear miser itself will do that. This liquid here is a 25 VG and a 75 PG. Another thing I'd like to point out is it looks kind of orange. It's actually a light pink. It's because of the lighting or something like that, as well as the camera quality, that it makes it look like that. But just so you know, it's actually more of a light pink. Now we got that down. Once it gets to the heating coil from doing the little suction thing, you get full flavor and vapor, all that stuff, just as if it was wicking right. It's a little bit of an inconvenience, but if you got a dud clear miser and you don't want to get rid of it, it's just something to keep in mind. You know, whenever I'm just like sitting on the couch or something, the smoke rings come out fine, but whenever I'm doing a video, they just don't look quite right. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, that's the vapor production. Now we can go on to the flavor. So imagine you got like a little 8-ounce cup, about a third of the way full with coffee, and then the rest of the way you fill it up with kind of a extra thick French vanilla cream flavor. And then mix it up and taste it. That's what it would taste like. It's kind of got that French vanilla with a hint of coffee. Even when you smell it, you can smell the French vanilla. And it kind of lingers in your mouth, the vanilla taste, which is actually kind of a good thing. I do rather enjoy that. So as you can see, it's got pretty good vapor. Throat hit wise, as far as 18 milligram strength goes, pretty typical. I mean, it's definitely decent. You can feel it going in there. Because I learned from Scott when I first started doing videos. I should probably call him I Get You 69 instead of his first name. But yeah, we'll go I Get You 69. He first described it, sucking it into your mouth, then doing the inhale, so you get the nice thump in the back of your throat, and you get what he calls throat hit. With the cone here, or with the drip tip, I'm sorry, it doesn't affect the vapor in any way. So as you can see, it just goes, there's a little hole there, which goes right from the bottom up to the top, and this will go right through that. This can be used on any atomizer, but to show you real quick without it. So yeah, it's got a French vanilla coffee taste. It's definitely enjoyable. I could do this all day. With the Totallywicked red label flavors, I really just like them. They got something about them that they're just so much more enjoyable than most other liquids. I mean, they're definitely a higher quality than what some stores would sell. But usually when I buy a flavor, I'll buy it with another one that I really liked. Like tobacco's my all-time favorite, red label tobacco. And I'd probably buy, say apple with the tobacco to try the apple. And I really like the tobacco. So in case I don't like the apple, I have a spare. But the cappuccino is really, really good. So I'd buy another flavor with the cappuccino instead. But yeah, overall it's really good. I definitely recommend it. It's really enjoyable. I guess you could say it's an all-day vape. But yeah, this battery here was purchased from Lightsig USA, which is a really highly recommended site. It's mirrored, but it says Lightsig USA on the bottom there. Not that that's important, but I just figured I'd state that. Also, a couple things I'd like to ask my viewers. I've had these batteries here for a couple months now, and I was thinking about getting some new ones. Now, should I get the same 900, or is it 650 mois, or mo's, something like that, or should I get the 1000? Because it's a little bit more, so should I go with the higher voltage, or just stick with these because they're a little bit cheaper? I'm not really sure what to do, so I figured I'd ask you guys, see what your opinion is. But anyway, that about sums it up. Here's the bottle. That's what it looks like. This is a 20 ml. 18 milligram strength. Show you one last time. And yeah, so like I said, it's kind of got a thick vanilla taste, kind of sweet, and it's with a hint of coffee. I recommend it. So yeah, feel free to try it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer. Like I said, I wasn't sure which one to go with, so please let me know. And please comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you all, and have a wonderful rest of your day.